This week's shows are going to be brought to you by Amber Lolli, a really great product. I encourage you guys to go check it out. AmberLolli.com. Link is down below in the description.
Hey, look, I want to talk about this Amber Lolli product again. Whenever something good comes along, I do want to talk about this. My neck, I had a kink in my neck from hell, and the pain was, it gets to the point where you get headaches. So I just grabbed the cream and I rubbed that crap on the back of my neck. After a while, you don't even realize that the pain is gone. You're just going, and how we are several hours later, and there's no pain. And it works really quick. I like that. So joint pain and muscles, sore muscles, nice. And then here's the thing about me. I get offered all the time. People want to come on, they want to be sponsors, they want to be this. My thing is, if I don't use your product, I'm not interested. You know, I can sell out everything and make a ton of money, but no, my subscribers to me are very important. But this product here, absolutely, I'm going to endorse this. I like it a lot. AmberLolli.com.
Welcome to Pimpy's Investment Chat, where we keep investment talk simple. And here's your host, Pimpy.
What is going on out there, peeps? All right. Looky here. These two people right here might be putting an end to the U.S. dollar. That's right. I told you it was coming, that the dollar was dead. It was just a matter of time. Had a chance to watch my friend Matt Granger. He did a convention. It was a few months ago, but even so, I got to tell you more about his attitude when it comes to gold. I ain't never seen anybody so happy in my life. Anyways, we're going to talk about what these two are doing because it could change everything. Could this be the end of the United States reserve dollar? Before we get started, hit the thumbs up button because when you do, it helps us get past the algorithm that YouTube puts on us and keeps us from being shadow banned. If you're not a subscriber, please do so because when you do, it helps out the channel, and I surely do appreciate it. The disclaimer here is I'm not a financial advisor, a lawyer, or an accountant. The information that I share with you, I do freely. It is of my own opinion. Hey folks, just a quick reminder that back in 2008 and 9, a lot of people lost all of their retirement savings in their 401ks and IRAs because they did not own gold and silver. Yeah, that's right. Gold and silver protects you from a market crash. So do yourself a favor, protect your retirement by purchasing gold and silver. You can go to moneymetals.com, reach out to them, and they will help you set yourself up to protect you and your family from having to start all over from scratch. If you're a first-time buyer and you spend more than $100, use promo code Pimpy, P-I-M-P-Y, and they will send along with your order a free half ounce of silver. So folks, do yourself a favor, head on over to moneymetals.com and protect you and your family from a market crash, as well as inflation. That's right, head on over to Money Metals when you want to buy gold and silver. Keep in mind, if you're a first-time buyer and you spend more than $100, use promo code Pimpy, P-I-M-P-Y, and you will get a free half ounce of silver. Hey, right now, a special offer for my audiences only. You have a chance to win 100 free American Silver Eagles. That's over $3,000 in value. And all you have to do is enter your email to win. That's it. That's right, there's no obligations to purchase. The link is down below in the description. So head on over there, enter to win. You have between now and December 31st of this year to enter. The only way you can for sure not win 100 silver American Eagles is by not entering at all. So do yourself a favor and enter your email so you have a chance to win. So let's take a quick look at gold and silver here. Gold up slightly. It's at 1790. It's usually hanging around 1780. Silver's at 2252. They're staying pretty stagnant, to be honest with you, but that's okay. If I'm being honest, now I want them to stay there just a little longer. What, Pimpy? Yeah, I do. I want to stack more. Told you I see my friend. He was on stage giving a powerful presentation about gold and silver. His energy level was so high, I thought he was going to jump off the stage and slap people awake. He's like, what are you guys doing? Why aren't you buying gold and silver? Do you have any idea what's coming up? He said, you should be singing a happy song.
Sing a happy song, sing a happy song.
That's right. That's what he was saying. Sing a happy song. And you all should. He's not just a gold and silver buff. He's a historian. Remember, I told you, I like listening to historians. They show you all these trends with the economies and trends in the markets going back decades. And he's been watching. He said he's never seen this strange anomaly happen ever with gold and silver. There's overwhelming proof that it's being manipulated. Well, we know this. We can't allow gold and silver to compete with the US dollar, but now it might not matter. He's one of a bazillion people right now saying the US dollar is dead. They killed it. That was their intentions all along. And when I say they, the oogie boogie bad people, right? The cabal, the deep state, whatever you want to call them, the criminals who manipulate the markets. He said they've run out of tools. My first response was going to be, we keep saying that, but they find new ones. And as if he were listening to my thoughts, he said, I know you're thinking they always find new ones. I'm not even kidding right at that moment. He says, but no, not this time. The Fed is stuck. People are abandoning the dollar. Inflation is too high. Tapering is going to start. And interest rates are going to rise. They don't have a choice. We're already seeing market corrections in cryptos. It's just a slight correction in my opinion. But when you see this market crash, and it's going to be a major crash, you're going to see serious drops in the stock market, cryptocurrencies. Of course, you're going to see a drop in gold and silver. But what do we learn on the trends that I showed you? Gold and silver, when a market crash happens, they drop. Not as much as the stocks and bonds and everything else, but they drop. But then they recover quickly. What takes stocks years to recover, it takes gold and silver weeks. I think the last time I actually talked to him on the phone, he said, have you sold your house yet? And I said, no, not yet. He's like, why are you waiting? Real estate is going to drop. Sell your house now while it's got a ton of value. Markets have never been so overpriced. Take that money, hold on to it, and gold and silver, of course, and then wait. It's going to be worth it, he said. So I told you guys I was thinking about that already. I was thinking about moving into Nevada or Texas. Still looking at those places. I kind of been distracted lately. Squirrel. But anyways, gold and silver. Yeah, he watching his presentation, energy level, it was exciting. But you could tell he was so worked up. He was. And when he said, you got to sing that happy song, of course, it made me think of that movie, by the way. Anyways, you can see gold and silver just hanging around. They're just waiting. They're waiting. They're like sharks wading in the water. They know their time is coming. Bitcoin, around $50,000. Ever since that hack that caused them all to drop, and they're calling it a market correction. Now I'll call it a market correction, that's fine. But this hack has affected all the cryptos, and they're not really rebounding. Again, we are into week 1 of December. I'm still curious if they're going to knock Bitcoin down, considering the futures contracts that we saw. Now, the futures contracts, by the way, that we saw were the ones from Canada, because the United States had not yet allowed ETFs until October. So will Bitcoin drop down between 22 and 24,000? Because that's where they have the price at. The one coin that doesn't really seem to move very much is Ethereum. It still holds its value pretty decently. Even though the other coins have suffered from a market correction, as they'll call it, Ethereum has not dropped down very much. I still think Ethereum is the number one coin and will be. Solana is at $189. Cardano is at $1.36. Our New World Order XRP coin is at 81 cents. Polkadot's at $29.26. Dogecoin trying really hard to break that 18-cent resistance level. And Shiba is still trying to fight to get anywhere near where its all-time high was. But I'll give credit where credit is due. When all the other tokens took a hit, Shiba kind of maintained. It came down a little bit, but it's staying right around the same area. 4037 at the current market rate. Satoma is up 21%. You know what it makes me want to do?
Sing a happy song, sing a happy song.
Yeah, Satoma makes me want to sing a happy song. That's right. Satoma at 7056. Over the last hour, it's up 1.8%. Over the last 24 hours, it's up 21%. Over the last 7 days, though, it is down 18.6%. Over the trend for the last 14 days, or I should say over the average for the last 14 days, it's at negative 10.9%. And over the last 30 days, it's at negative 35.7%. But Satoma has so much potential. It started off as a crap coin. It was a meme coin. We watched finally they are sponsoring the Floyd Mayweather's, Money Mayweather's boxing company. Their fighter had a fight the other night and won. One of the best fighters. He's a champ now. He had a Satoma shorts on. He had a Satoma hat on. So that just means we're starting to get in the mainstream. Everybody's waiting for this project to be completed. Where are we at now? 75%. The audit is almost done. Come on, baby, because as soon as this thing is completed, SATA Mask is launched. And I think this is why you're starting to see a jump once again in SATA Mask. That's because investors are trying to get ahead of the ball game. And what I mean by that is they know once you can buy SATA easier than what you have to go through right now and cheaper, because right now the fees on the Ethereum platform is killer. So people might be trying to get ahead of the ball game is what you're seeing here. We know when SATA Mask comes out, like I said, it's going to be easier for people to buy Satoma along with every other crypto that's out there. Step one for Satoma to get out there and fight amongst the big dog. Like, we still need to get on these bigger platforms. We got on the Bitmart. As soon as we showed up there, what happened? They end up getting hacked. That's not anything to do with Satoma. They just stole Satoma for people there on Bitmart. So looking good, up 21%, and I expect it to continue to go. What is going on with our metaverse coins? Look at this. 24-hour trading is down 28.3%. Ouchie baba. Let's take a look at what we got. Ooh, we got a little bit of green. They were almost all, whoa. We were almost, I'm telling you guys right now, this Ethereum, that is the coin to get. That is the one to get. Anyways, a lot of them are turning into the green. We can see Basagora is up 45.25. Crypto Planes up 29.53. WeMix up 14.31. And there's other coins up here as well. Axie Infinity is up 6.69. Ooh la la. Wax is getting a little bit of a bump. And the reason for that is there's a new company that came out in which you could buy collectible sports cards. So like you could buy fractions of Bitcoin and fractions of stocks. You could now buy fractions of sports cards. So if you want to own a Michael Jordan card and you only have like $100, well, you just kick in $100 and you own part of a Michael Jordan card. Yep, that's what they're doing. It just got launched 5 days ago and it's already taken off like a bat out of you know what. It's using the Wax network. Decentraland still up there. And like I said, Ethereum is the one to get and hold, just like you would the best coin, Ethereum. Silver started to take a dip this morning, and then all of a sudden it's been really trying to march back up. Let's look at the hour chart. So ever since it hit towards the bottom of its drop on December, it's been pretty much stagnant, going horizontal. You can see it here. It's right there around the, I don't know, let's call it the average would be about $22.40 mark is where it's sitting. Gold did the same little dip this morning and it took off up just like silver did. And just like silver, the 1st of December, it started to come down, except for it didn't just go almost straight across. It went up a little bit. And it's actually gotten up to the same level right around December the 1st. Looking good. I stick to my predictions when it comes to gold and silver. Gold between $2,000 and $2,200 by the end of this month. Time is ticking away. And silver between $28 and $30 by the end of this month. Let's see if I'm right. I just wanted to show you this real quick because what does it say? Wall Street's bullish takes on metaverse, fuels big moves in 3 cryptocurrencies. And they're the ones we talk about. Decentraland, I don't talk about alien worlds, but Sandbox, here's Sandbox again. The metaverse trend is one that appears to have some real legs. Today's top metaverse cryptocurrencies, Decentraland, Alien Worlds, and Sandbox, each appear to have regained lost momentum. And they did. At the time he did this report, Decentraland was up 8.7%, Alien Worlds was up 3.1%, and Sandbox was up 3.8%. The metaverse is a genetic term to describe the virtual worlds. These cryptocurrencies each provide exposure to the metaverse games built on top of or in combination with blockchain technologies. According to investors bullish on the future of the metaverse, as well as the direction crypto is headed, will like the double dip of aggressive growth exposure these digital tokens provide. And they do. They look good. Look, every time I see different videos about different games that are on the metaverse, as well as different uh, virtual reality options you have on there, it does look pretty crazy. And let's be honest, if these people are going to try to keep locking us down because these so-called viruses, then people are going to get bored. They're going to want to escape. They're going to want to go out. They're going to want to go out and boogie. They're going to want to just get away from reality, and they're going to be able to do it through metaverse. You have to be able to keep an eye on which tokens you think are going to do really good. And the same names keep popping up over and over. So I'm keeping an eye on them, and that's why I bring them to your attention. Now you got to love this. Remember what I said? Forget what they say, do what they do. Here you go. Three Arrow Capital buy up 400 million of Ethereum despite dismissing Ethereum. Yeah, we've seen that happen. It's like when Jamie Dimon from JP Morgan was putting out a lot of negative news about Bitcoin and Ethereum. But meanwhile, over in his European account, he was buying a ton of Bitcoin and Ethereum. That's what they do. Because what they say dropped the market. They're manipulating it, and that's what they do. They screw us all over. Singapore-based hedge fund Three Arrow Capital received 400 million worth of Ethereum just 2 weeks after the CEO denounced the crypto. Etherscan, a blockchain explorer that allows you to search the Ethereum network for transactions, uncovered a series of movements, including an amount of 77,477 Ethereum within 2 hours. Large amounts of Ethereum were transferred from FTX, Binance, and Coinbase to the wallet of Three Arrow Capital. An explanation of the mass purchase of the cryptocurrency was the major dip on the market, with Ethereum suffering in the past week. Major dip, it really didn't drop down. They don't really move that much. The CEO of Three Arrows Capital was particularly vocal of late regarding the decision to abandon Ethereum, and he was quick to respond to the tweet disclosing the hedge fund's purchase. Ethereum L1 is still unusable for newcomers. Show it to your grandma if you don't believe me. I'll still bet it hard on any panic dump like this weekend, obviously. Yeah, of course. That's the thing. That's what they do. They talk crap about these investments, and then they turn around and buy them up once the markets drop. And that's why you gotta not pay attention to what they say, pay attention to what they do. Sooner or later, you learn the game because it applies across all investments. Here's why right now gold and silver holders should be dancing, or at the very least, singing a happy song.
Sing a happy song, sing a happy song.
Yes, that's right. Sing a happy song. Why is that? Look at this. Russia, India abandoned U.S. dollar in mutual settlements. Woo, man. Somebody's not playing very nice. Russia and India agreed to ditch the dollar as a means of mutual settlement as Washington continues to impose sanctions on Moscow. It's not going to do any good. And what sanctions are they really imposing? See, that's just it. The United States has been getting away with bullying people for a long time, and they use the SWIFT system to do so. People are getting away from it. People no longer want to use the U.S. dollar as a reserve dollar. Last year, we were talking about this. If they move it out of the reserve status, you can look at easily its purchasing power dropping 40-50%. Alexander, Director General of Russia's State Arms Exports, Rosoboronexport, announced on Tuesday that Russia and India have abandoned the U.S. dollar in mutual settlements, with all payments made in rubles and rupees. I bet you wish you had some rubles and rupees. Yeah, because talk about the purchasing power going up. By tradition, we name all transactions in dollars for ease of calculation. In real work, Rosenborn Export has moved away almost 100% from settlements in the U.S. currency. As for India, all settlements are carried out in rubles and rupees. In addition, we are actively practicing offset projects, which are also present in the contract signed today. This is a normal modern practice, one of the trends in the world market. It's almost as if the World Economic Forum and these other countries all agreed to just really screw the United States over and try to keep them from being a superpower any longer. It is worth mentioning that India's foreign minister announced Monday that Russia has begun delivering to his country the Russian S-400 ground-to-air missile defense systems against which the U.S. threatened to impose sanctions. I'm going to put you in timeout. I'm going to put you in timeout. You know how they get, bratty little kids. Go ahead. I don't care. So the article goes on to talk about they're agreeing to arms deals, but here's the thing. It's not just that. It's the fact that they've gotten away from the U.S. dollar. It's just the start of things to come. We know this. This is what I'm trying to tell you. The dollar is dead. The market is going to plunge. And for all you people that have 401ks or IRAs, you got to remember, they're all invested into paper fiat. What does that mean? Well, just like the fiat dollar, the stocks are going to die. You're going to see a major correction happen. You're going to see the value of the dollar drop. You're going to see the markets crash. It's inevitable. So what does that mean? If you have a 401k or IRA, like in 2008, people lost anywhere between 40 and 60%, depending on what your IRA or your 401k was invested in. And then people, unfortunately, had to spend the rest because they needed something to survive on because there wasn't very many jobs available. Don't let that happen to you. Learn from their lessons. You better have gold and silver. It'll protect you from inflation. It protects you from a market crash. It'll definitely preserve your purchasing power. Anyways, you guys, that's it for now. Hit the thumbs up button. If you're not a subscriber, please do so, because when you do, it helps out the channel, and I surely do appreciate it. And I'll catch you later. I'm out.